Dope or nope? Hey everybody, I am Matros, and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and sneakers, and we're back at it with another Dope or Nope. If you're new to the channel, Dope or Nope is this little segment that I like to do that covers future sneaker releases, and we're going to go ahead and determine whether these sneakers are dope or nope. So before we get into this list, be sure to subscribe and slap that like button for that YouTube algorithm. Any support would just be awesome. So without further ado, let's just get right into this list. Alright, so our first sneaker on this list, we have the Jordan 5 class of 2020 to 2021. God, what an awful year to be in school. Apparently the background behind the sneaker is Michael Jordan actually started up a scholarship program called Wings, which is meant just to build relationships between teachers and mentors. This kind of reminds me of the DMT Jordan 6s, but in like the Jordan 5 version and with the lows. Which, I don't know why they did the lows. I think it would be cool if they did the highs, but these are still pretty cool. So it looking like the DMTs, of course it's going to be pretty much all black with some gold accents. Materials of the sneaker looks like maybe some suede and nubuck. This sneaker released on May 14th with the retail price of $190. I do expect a sellout for the sneaker, but resale price cannot be that much money after that. I would say around like $230-ish range. And my final opinions for the sneaker, gotta admit it's pretty clean, so I'm gonna say a dope. Our next sneaker on this list is a Jordan 1. We have the Shadow 2.0s. Really awesome sneaker. We're all familiar with the iconic Jordan 1 Shadows, and that one has, you know, like the bread color blocking, and this one has the Chicago blocking now, which is really neat, and I think they look absolutely awesome. So obviously, it being the Shadows, we're gonna have some black on there with some gray, and the gray on this sneaker actually looks a little bit lighter than what we're normally used to seeing on Shadows. Pretty awesome, and the materials are gonna be done and looks like to be leather and nubuck. This sneaker is planning to release on May 15th with the retail price of $170. I do expect to sell on these sneakers and have a little bit more of a resale price to them. I would say it's going to go over $100 over retail, so around $270-ish. And my final opinions for the sneaker, well, I'm going to have to say that these sneakers are pretty dope. Next on this list, we have the Jordan 7 PSGs. So a really interesting sneaker here. It's kind of like a translucent upper, and it kind of looks like the hairs, but just a little bit different. If you don't know what PSG is, it's pretty much this collaboration with Jordan Brand and Paris Saint-Germain. They've done a lot of sneakers in the past, you know, the Jordan 1, 4, 5, 6, and now they're coming to the 7s. So this sneaker is styled in primarily in white with a lot of black on the sole and the PSG colors, that navy blue and the red and yellow. Materials used on the sneaker looks like it's going to be tumbled leather and some mesh that is translucent. This sneaker released on May 22nd with the retail price of $215. It being the Jordan 7, I don't think these ones are going to be as hyped as the other PSG releases, so I do expect a sellout, but the resale cannot be that too high. I would say it might hit $300, but I think it'll float in the mid 200 range. My final opinions on this sneaker, well, they're pretty clean, but they're not the best I've seen PSG do. So this one, you know, I'm not really messing with these, so these ones are going to be a nope for me. Now we have a back-to-back Yeezy release. We have the Yeezy 500 Tactical Orange and Summit. And these Yeezy 500s are going to be in the high silhouette. You know, love or hate them, these ones are not doing so well right now. But this colorway actually looks pretty interesting. So it looks like we're going to have some brown and beige with some blue on one sneaker and blue and red on the other sneaker. Personally, I think the blue and red one looks a little bit better. To me, that one just looks just a little bit cleaner. It being a Yeezy 500, we're going to have multiple different types of materials in the sneaker, like mesh, suede, leather, all that stuff. Unfortunately, with the Yeezy 500s, they don't have boosts, but they are still pretty comfortable. The sneaker is planned on release on May 17th with the retail price of $200. These sneakers will probably sell out, you know, but Yeezy 500s don't tend to do good in the aftermarket, so I wouldn't expect these things to really hit $300. And my final opinions of this sneaker, well, I like the blue and red one, but I don't like them that much, so both of these are kind of a nope for me. Our next sneaker on this list, we have the Nike Dunk Low Phantom Dust. God, I really envy these women's releases because women's releases do get a lot of great sneakers. I mean, just look at this sneaker though. It's an all white sneaker, but with multiple different tones of white. So we got ivory and cream and off-white in this sneaker. Really dope. I really love it. It looks like also the materials are going to be that normal Nike Dunk leather. They're going to release on May 19th with the retail price of $100. Nike Dunks are still incredibly hyped right now, so I do expect to sell out and a resale price to be pretty hefty too. I think these things will go over $300. Overall, you can probably guess where I'm going with this sneaker. It's definitely a dope. Coming to our next Nike Dunk on this list, we have the Tropical Twist. This looks like a really perfect sneaker for the summer. It's styled in this light bone white with this tropical twist blue, perfectly contrasting it with the black. It looks a little bit like the Tiffany Dunks actually. Materials used in this sneaker is going to be, of course, the standard Nike Dunk leather, but it looks a little bit more polished on this sneaker. The sneaker is going to release on May 20th with the retail price of, we only have grade school sizes right now, $70. Hopefully this will release on adult sizes too. I think this is only grade school sizing right now. Will these sneakers sell out? Definitely. Resale price is a little harder to predict though because this is grade school sizing and we don't have really adult, but I would say if these were adult sneakers, I would think they would go over $300. And my final opinions of this sneaker, well, they're all really clean and they kind of look like the Tiffany Dunks, and these would just be perfect for the summertime, so I'm going to say dope. And now we have our last sneaker on this list. We have the Nike Dunk Low University Blue. Wow, Nike. I wonder where you got this one from. We're totally not getting a surplus of blue sneakers lately. God, anyways, I think this sneaker's been delayed a couple times because I don't think this is the first time I have covered these sneakers on a dope or nope. Anyways, it being a University Blue, and this one is done in more Chicago style blocking. We have white and UNC blue on this sneaker with the regular Nike SB Dunk leather. These sneakers I plan to release on May 20th with the retail price of $100. Will these sneakers sell out? Definitely. And the resale price will probably be really high on these, so I would expect around the $300 to even $400 range. And my final opinions for the sneaker, well, I hate that they just keep releasing the same style of sneaker over and over again, but you cannot argue that these are still really clean, so I hate to give it a dope, but they're just dope. And that concludes our list of dope or nope. What'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinions, like and share for that YouTube algorithm, and last but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.